It's time to kick up your life with Master Mel.
You could be the hero, you could get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke.
Learn how to optimize your business and your life with Master Melodee Meyer. As she speaks with thought leaders, athletes, entrepreneurs, and high achievers to discover their secrets of success. Master Mel uses her experience in martial arts, nutrition, fitness, and psychology to help you kick it up to the next level of mastery in your life. And now, here's your host, Master Mel.
Hello and welcome to Kick Up Your Life with Master Mel. My name is Melodee Meyer and I'm so excited again. I know I say that every single week. But that's because I only have very cool people on here with me, and it gets me really excited. And today I have a friend of mine. His name is Vincent, but we all call him Coco Vinny. Welcome to the show, Coco Vinny.
Hi there. Thanks, Mel. Thanks for having me on. How are you?
You look awesome. I'm great. Thank you. And when you're nice and close like that, I can see your face even better. For those of you who are just listening on the radio or listening on iTunes, we are shooting this on Crowdcast today. So I get to actually we get to see each other, which is lots of fun. So you're welcome to watch this interview also on YouTube later when I post it, and you can actually see us when we're talking too. So Coco Vinny, this is how he looks. He's so handsome. That's a very beautiful jacket you have on today.
Thank you.
And I hope you brought a few of your props because there we go. Now, I don't have one with me, unfortunately.
You could have one because, they're really good.
So Coco Vinny has invented this beautiful contraption called Coco Taps. And he's going to tell us all about it. But, oh yeah, there it is. Okay, but first, I want to hear a little bit about your story, Vinny. I know you have, there's got to this point. Now, let's just bring everybody up to speed, first of all, and sort of fast forward to the end of the story, and then we'll go back to the beginning. But it's not the end, but where we are in the story right now is that you just got your invention in countries across the country now? In stores across the country, or is it just local, or where is that your product going to be? Coco
So
Taps.
our product is already in a couple of states. We're in Southern California and Nevada, launched in January this year. And Monday is a really exciting point for the company where we landed all the Whole Foods in Southern Cal, Arizona, and Las Vegas. So we're going to be in those three states to start, and then we're very optimistic and hopeful that all the rest of the 400 stores, we're going to start with 56 Whole Food stores, and then hopefully spread to the rest of the 400 of them.
Congratulations. That is so awesome. I'm so happy for you. And this is for a business that you started when?
Well, Coco Taps started at the end of 2013 as just a wild and crazy idea. I never really liked coconut water. Anything in the packages or the bottles, I was just turned off by. And I just so happened to be in a meeting with a business associate of mine. He was from Indonesia. And he brought, one of his assistants brought a young Thai coconut to the table, and he had everybody with a coconut. And I said, no, I'm not a coconut water fan. He said, just try it. And that's where it started. And it changed my life. So I started cracking open my own coconuts. It's the best thing to drink after a workout. It's a great post-workout beverage. So I'd go to the gym or go swimming, go for a bike ride, whatever. And then I would have coconut, and I had a knife and a hammer. And in this very backyard, I would bang away at these coconuts. And after about 3 weeks of that, I broke the knife. And the thing that's kind of funny about that is that knife, I thought it was just a little throwaway. It happened to be my stepdad's prized possession, German 20-year historical knife. And it was a problem. So
it was a problem.
And I got him a whole new knife set. And then I started searching for a solution. And there wasn't anything really Coco cool in the market that there's just a bunch of cheaply made, kind of Chinese, Taiwanese tools that would break. I was just over it. So that's where
you did it.
we came up
Good
with this. This is the Coco Taps toolkit, and this is the only.
Good. You're gonna tell us all about how it works.
Tell you about it.
You're gonna tell us, yeah, I want to know all that stuff. But first, I want to back up. Back it up. So where do you live? How did you start on this whole entrepreneur? Were you an entrepreneur before you started this business? Okay. We will wait for one moment. So sometimes our connection is not so good, especially since he was out, I think, in his backyard. So fortunately for YouTube, I can cut this little piece out. Craig, why don't we hear about your show for a minute?
Okay. Thank you very much for allowing me to plug it. The show is going to be called Somewhere in Time.
Okay,
Somewhere in Time, yeah. And it's going to be a retrospect from the year 2000 all the way back to prehistoric times as much as I possibly can.
Wow.
It's going to be, there's going to be a lot of lampooning. There's going to be a lot of fun involved. I'm going to highlight different artists of different decades or different years, movies, celebrities, politicians, and the stupid things they say. And I'll be running clips. I have one little bit. I'm going to call it the jukebox from hell. And what that's going to entail is there's going to be, remember the old one-hit wonders from the 70s and 60s?
Of course.
Yeah. Well, some of those one-hit wonders weren't too bad, but the one-hit wonders that were good, I'm going to leave them alone. But the bad ones, like, let's see. Remember Harry Donaldson and the Haywoods, Billy, Don't Be a Hero?
Oh, of course. I know all the words to that song.
Right, there you go. Now, did you know originally that song was done by Paper Lace, the same band that brought us the night Chicago died? Yes, they did that song originally. Well,
no, I didn't.
That's one of my prime targets is going to be that song, and you're going to hear the sound of a quarter going into a jukebox. Then you'll hear the record, the needle go down on the record and a little bit of static. The song will play to a certain point, and then I will utterly destroy it in some way, shape, or form.
Excellent.
Hence the jukebox from hell. I'll have a couple of other things. Hey, we got him back.
Are we back?
All right. There we are. There we are. Everything okay?
Yeah, that was weird. I mean, I have good signal. Was that it said waiting for you to reconnect?
Well, we were here, but somehow we got disconnected. And don't worry if that happens again. That's just technology. That's us dealing with technology. It's okay. All right. So what we're going to do, we go way back, and we, uh-oh. Are you there? You're frozen again. Oh dear. Craig, are you still there? Craig? Can you see me? Craig, can you see me? Okay.
Hello.
There you go. Hi. Okay.
Really weird.
Okay. Don't worry.
Okay. What's that noise?
Don't something with the sound. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Can you put in your headphones? Do you have them, Andy?
Yeah. Let me. I don't think it's the headphones though. I think it's the connection. Okay. Hold on.
There's something wrong with the sound, though. Oh boy. Yeah, let's restart if you don't mind.
Let's try this one more time here. Is that better?
You sound great. So what we're going to do is just take it from the top,
Okay.
and we're going to. I'm just going to keep on going on Crowdcast because I can edit this out when I put it on video. That's good. Okay.
All right.
Don't worry. And if we get cut out again, don't worry. Just come back and we'll just continue. All right.
Okie doke.
Are you ready? You tell me when.
Where were we? Because that was, I forgot. Man, this sucks. I don't know what I can do about the connectivity. Let me try a different.
Your box, or can you hardwire in or anything?
Can you see me okay? Is that better?
Right now, you're frozen to me. How am I for you? Craig, we're just waiting for Vinny.
Hello?
Hello,
Maybe it's
Vinny?
the Chrome. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
You know what? Your picture is frozen, but I can't hear you.
Wow. Okay. And I can't see your picture at all.
Oh, that's so strange. How about you, Craig? What can you see?
Is he even there?
Yeah, he's there. He's just we're taking off the.
Yeah.
I'm gonna invite him on screen. Okay, I'm warming up now. Okay, Craig, here, so I can hear you.
I'm gonna go get a different set of headphones and see if that works. And
Okay.
can you hear me or see me at all?
I can't see you, but I can hear you. There you are. Oh my gosh. How could you do so well and then not do well?
Every browser I had open, I closed everything out, and it's just this.
Great.
It had to do with this Google.
I cannot hear you. You're right, Craig. I can't. There you
This
are.
is crazy. I'm here.
Okay, we're gonna just try this one more time, okay? Let's just try it.
Just go.
That's right.
So we, you know, where
Hang
where
on.
we
We're gonna start over. Start over, okay? And so Craig's gonna lead us in.
it's not working.
You can't see me?
No, you just disappeared. I just see your little picture, but it's you can
Okay.
see I'm losing you.
If you can hear me though, we're just gonna keep talking, okay?
Okay.
Because it looks like it'll probably just come in and out. It's okay.
All right. Cool.
We're like so above all the technology problems. No problem.
Yeah.
We're transmitting on another level. Okay, I can't hear you playing, Craig. Can you get back on screen here? Okay, now Craig's going off and coming back in. That's hilarious.
I think it's something to do with on their side with the connectivity. Because I've got full screen. Probably have good screen.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's the technology platform that's giving us issues.
That could be.
So all good.
It's all good.
I'll just play while we're waiting.
Oh,
Can you hear that?
I did.
Yeah. It's that Thursday, what do you say? Hanging with my master Mel.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you
All right,
now,
very
Craig.
good. All right.
Okay, ready?
Yeah,
Let's do this.
gotta get a couple things going here. Give me just because I had to
Okay.
reset everything.
I understand.
I think it helped. Because I feel like we got a little more connection now.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, we're going in 3, 2, 1.
It's time to kick up your life with Master Mel.
Could be the hero, you get the gold. Breaking all the records you thought never could be broke.
Learn how to optimize your business and your life with Master Melodee Meyer. As she speaks with thought leaders, athletes, entrepreneurs, and high achievers to discover their secrets of success. Master Mel uses her experience in martial arts, nutrition, fitness, and psychology to help you kick it up to the next level of mastery in your life. And now, here's your host, Master Mel.
Hello, welcome. This is Melodee Meyer, also known as Master Mel, and I'm so glad you're here because that means you want to kick up your life and you're ready to get it started. And I have just the person to help you do it today. This is a good friend of mine. His name is Coco Vinny. Well, at least that's what we all call him. And he has invented an amazing little gadget that we're going to get into more later called Coco Taps, which actually taps into coconuts and keeps them fresh and resealable. And if you haven't had a fresh coconut, oh my gosh, just don't even listen to the rest of this show. Just drop everything and go and get that because it is the most delicious and nutritional thing ever. Now, Coco Vinny has quite a story, and so I want you to stick around and listen to not only how he got his invention started and got his invention actually in Whole Foods already. We're getting going in 56 stores to start with. That we'll also hear his personal journey. So welcome, Coco Vinny. Are you there?
Hey, thanks, Master Mel.
There you
Appreciate it.
are. Hi.
I'm ready to kick it up with you today. nice to connect with you here. And I'm in Long Beach. I'm in my
cool.
backyard in Long
Well,
Beach.
for those of you who are listening to us on iTunes, we are also broadcasting live on Crowdcast, where I'm able to see Vinny as he's talking. And so I'm actually going to download the show afterwards and then put it up on YouTube for those of you who would like to actually see us talking to each other and participate that way. You'll be welcome. Everyone who's listening, and we are going to get into Coco Vinny's story and actually how it was that this whole thing came about. So why don't we start with that? Really, how did this invention happen? How did you get involved with coconut?
Well, it's really by chance. I started looking at a lot of projects. I had left I was very frustrated with my life, to be honest. I was in the gaming business. I had a very successful helicopter going by, sorry.
Do you have headphones with you, hon?
You know, I have a technical difficulty with headphones at the moment because I just got this new iPhone 7.
Yes.
It's crazy, but it doesn't have the right thing.
I hate them.
And I'm so sorry, but I'm unprepared.
Don't worry. No, don't worry. I can't believe they did that.
And then it's weird. It's the same. It goes into the same hole. Anyways, as there's no headphone jack on this new phone. Whatever.
Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations on getting the 7. That's fun.
They're always moving the ball on us in this technology.
I know.
So,
making us buy more stuff.
So I really didn't like coconut water. And I was in a meeting, good associate of mine, he's from Indonesia, and he brought a whole thing of coconuts to the table, and his assistant was hacking them open for everybody. And I was like, no, I don't like coconut water. I'm good. And he's like, just try it. And so that changed my life. I couldn't believe it that it was that good, and it tasted so fresh. And I was like, that's not the stuff I've been drinking, the bottles and the cans. And it turns out that was all pasteurized and stale, and absorbing plastics and cans stuff is no good. So I started cracking open my own coconuts. And after a workout, it's one of the best post-workout beverages you can get. And I'll tell you this whole story on how it got started, but I invented this, the Coco Taps toolkit. And that allows you.
Now, are you like an engineer, or like have you invented things like this before? Like, what is your background?
I'm just a pure entrepreneur. I started my first company at 17. I was a massage therapist. I had a massage therapy practice in Las Vegas. We'll get into it for sure. So, yeah, I came up with this because I broke my stepdad's knife on a coconut, and he was pissed off. And so that's part of it. And now you're able to coconut, and it makes it totally resealable, and it lasts in the refrigerator without being pasteurized or anything like that.
Yeah, so hold that up for everyone, because I want to explain, because you're so used to it, but you've never seen anything like this. So what he does is he actually taps the coconut, he screws in that top, and that's what his whole gadget does, all right? Puts that in a real coconut, and so that you can access the water in the young coconut, and then you can reseal it. So you don't have to drink it all and then throw it away. You can actually open it up, drink right from it like it's a water bottle, like you got a water bottle, and then you can put the top back on it.
It's actually
unbelievable.
Awesome.
So good. Yeah. Well, congratulations. So you're starting off in 56 Whole Foods stores, and hopefully then move out to the rest of the country.
Yeah, we're going to be in 3 Whole Foods, just 3 states. We have 56 Whole Foods stores that we're starting in. Arizona, Las Vegas, and all of Southern California. I'm really excited. Our first delivery is next week. So
cool. Well, I know Whole Foods is a big order and everything, but remember my little dojo, I want to put them in my fitness center.
Yeah. No, we'll get you tapped in. got to get you a little cocoa.
You know, people have been doing their kickboxing workouts, then they can come out and they can get a real fresh coconut.
That's the way to do it. That's
what I want.
We're starting to tap
Okay.
in yoga studios and little CrossFit gyms and all that stuff. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well, that's awesome. So I love your product, and I just knew that whoever came up with this idea, and you were so passionate about it when I first met you, and I did some live streaming with you at that convention, which was really fun. And I just really, but more than that, I really liked your energy and like how you really want to take a difference with this product, that you weren't just pimping like any old thing. This actually had some meaning for you. Can you tell us what it is about this product that makes you so passionate about it?
Yeah, you know, I grew up as a really obese fat kid. I was a fat kid. And being a chubby kid, and when you're growing up, I was always the biggest kid. I mean, I was probably 6 foot at 10 years old. And
Wow.
I remember, you know, one summer growing like 3 shoe sizes. I went from like a 9 to a 12 in one summer. And, you know, it does something to a kid's self-esteem when they're really heavy. And people don't realize what that does to a kid when they're growing up. And kids make fun of you. And, you know, being a big guy, kids wanted to fight me. There's all kinds of things going on. And so when I discovered the whole coconut water thing, I really, really got passionate about, you know, fighting childhood obesity and, you know, alternative beverages to soda, because I grew up on sodas and sugar and cereals and just junk. And that's what was packing on the pounds. And so I just learned, you know, the hard way on how to reprogram my diet. I've done a whole bunch of half marathons and a full marathon. I did an Ironman. I've done a lot of different events to, you know, work on my fitness and my weight. And it's been an ongoing thing. You know, you get off track and you get on track, and it's a everyday practice. So.
So how did coconuts have to do with that, with your experiences with obesity and all that when you were a kid?
Well, I knew nothing about coconuts when I was a kid, but
Of course not.
I definitely could see the health and wellness connection. And by me getting into the business and being vocal and educating and showing people how they can drink it, and then it's an education process. So it's in its infancy stage. You know, this is my first product. My lifelong mission is to spend the rest of my life in this sector, and I'm creating all kinds of new products. I'm innovating daily on different you know, tools, different beverage lines. There's all sorts of things that we're going to create from this. And the CocoVinny brand is starting to grow. So it's starting to resonate with people.
Yeah. So tell me, how much of this like persona that we see, Coco Vinny, the hat, the jacket, you know, the ukulele, the whole thing, how much of that is you? How much of that is the real Vinny?
So I rebranded myself, right? But I always dressed up. I always loved to dress sharp. I love good clothes, and the hat. Since I moved to the beach, you know, I changed my look. I used to be clean shaven, and I had hair, so I switched it. I had to have the coconut head, and then, you know, I grew a little hair here. So I rebranded. You rebranded.
You flipped your brand on its head, literally.
Everything upside down. And literally, my last company, I was in a suit and tie. I was in the gaming business. I was meeting with, you know, I had 35 shareholders. We raised millions of dollars for the company. We developed a big platform from scratch, an internet gaming poker platform. We had big brands like WWE and UFC and all these big brands on our platform. you know, hundreds of thousands of people were playing in tournaments online for poker, and it was a fun deal. But then I just slowly just got, you know, I got stressed, I got overworked, and it didn't matter what the pay was. I started gaining weight because I was unhappy. And so about 4.5 years went on that journey, and I got to the end and I said, you know, this is not what it's all about. And so I hired a CEO and I left. I pulled the plug. I broke up with my girlfriend. I sold my house. I downsized everything. And I literally moved to a 400 square foot studio by the mile from the beach in Long Beach to reinvent myself. I just had my keyboard and my bike, and that was it. And I set a goal to do an Ironman. So I lost 50 pounds after, you know, running that company, building that thing. And
how long ago was that, Vinny?
that was about 4.5, 5 years ago. So yeah, it took me about 2 years of, you know, kind of just recharging my batteries, you know, training for that Ironman. I trained for that Ironman for about a year. I just was recharging and finding myself again, you know, because you got to go with what's inside. You got to start, you know, because we always get into this automatic zone where we're doing what we should do, but we're not doing what we really, really are listening to what we want to do. And so I started to just tune in. You know, you tap into yourself again. So
I saw what you did there.
I'm all about the Coco puns and tapping the untapped markets all the time.
So you started Coco Taps. How, like, just give me the timeline just so I can figure it out. So you stopped your gaming business.
I left in 2011.
Okay.
Then a couple of years exploring deals, figuring out what I wanted to do next. I was looking.
Wow.
I was turning over rocks nonstop. Like I was looking at gas stations, believe it or not, real estate. I bought some houses in Las Vegas. I traded stocks. I did a lot of things to figure out what was me, and none of it was a fit. I'm like, I could make $1 million behind this desk and this computer trading some kind of thing, but that
trading your life
that did not feed this soul. And so I just was like, well, I'll just do less. You know, I literally said I'm going to make a lot less for a while, so I can get a lot more. And it came out. I literally discovered the coconut, and that's how it began. You know, I mean, that's the Coco road started. So.
Wow. Well, this show is called Overcoming Poverty, Obesity, and Adversity. And I'm hoping, like, as time goes on in our talk together, that you're going to be able to top 3 or top 5, you know, tips on how, if somebody's experiencing that for themselves right now, what it is that they can do to sort of pull themselves out. Because not everybody was, you know, in a position like you were, Vinny, where you sold a company and you were able to take that time. You know, many people are struggling in a job they don't like, but they can't get out because they got a family to take care of or whatever. They don't have, you know, they're not in control of their future, so they perceive, and they don't know how to actually change it up. And I do believe that is what makes us fat. It's what keeps us poor, and keeps us really challenged and not living our life. I want to get into what your top tips are as we continue on a little bit more. But first, I want to hear about the Coco Taps per se, like how it is that you came up with this idea, and like the engineering technical part of it. How did that happen?
Well, you know, it's real simple. When you want something bad enough, in anything, you find a way. Okay. And I beat my head up against the wall because I wanted it. And it took me, you know, a lot of struggle and a lot of days to figure out who, how, what, and, you know, and so, you know, you were saying not everybody is in my position. Well, nothing has come easy for me. I don't have a trust fund. I've never had rich parents. In fact, my father went to prison when I was 16. We lost everything. I became the head of my household at 16. And 2 full-time jobs in school and a business. I started my first business at 17 out of necessity. You hear that squeak?
Yeah, that's coming from something over there. It's better now. Okay, so you started your own job at 17. Sorry, your own business at 17.
Yeah, so I was youngest licensed massage therapist in Nevada, and started. I convinced the director to let me into the school before I was of age. You're supposed to be 18 before you can even go to school. But I was tall, and I said, "Look, nobody's going to not know that I'm not 18." And I said, "By the way, I don't have the money to pay you to go to school, but I'll pay you every month." I said, "Lend me the money. I'll pay you every month." It was a 9-month program. I paid her in 6, and as soon as I had a table and knew how to do massage, I was out there healing the world. I was telling people, I was helping people. I was like, "Hey, get on the table. You're stressed out. Just relax. I got you covered." And I built a very big practice. I had about 18 therapists working for me. I was a very ambitious guy. I just went after it. And so my plan was to go to school and become a doctor and massage my way through school, but that plan didn't work out. The school was just hard. And sitting me in a classroom when my phone is ringing with $100 an hour customers, I just couldn't do it for that long. I did 2 years of college and I dropped out. So overcoming adversity is the first lesson that we'll talk about.
Okay.
So the saying is simple for me. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. And you got to be able to get up. You got to be able to get up. And when you get knocked down, no matter how hard you get hit, you got to get up or land on your back so you can at least look up and get back up, because this is literally the trick. And when you're in a hard time, stop looking at the problem. That's my advice. People have this mindset of looking at all their bills, and they're just focusing on all those bills and those problems. And literally, it's a switch to decide what you're going to focus your mind and energy and attention on. I've had a lot of bills in my life. And when I didn't have enough money to pay those bills, I stopped focusing on those bills. I just said, they'll wait because they're going to have to, so I can go figure out and create a way to pay it. And so no matter what it is, and there's so many great things that I feel I've learned on this road so far, like my dad going to prison. That was hard. That was very emotional. I became his father. While he was in prison, he's calling me collect every day, and I'm having to pay this $600 a month collect phone bill, put money on his books so he can get daily, necessities. And you learn a whole lot of appreciation for just simple things. And so you can't find the light or you can't find a solution with a mindset of darkness or scarcity. So that's really what it's all about. Any challenge or adversity that anyone goes through on a regular, it's really about looking at it in a different angle, different way, appreciating something else about what you have instead of what's going on to you, what's happening to you. So, you know, you can be a victim of the situation, or you can be a problem solver, you know? So it's really all about finding the pain and solving it in everything that I do, whether it's business or my body, relationships, you know, learning and tuning in to saying, all right, what's wrong? How can we make it better? Right? So,
yeah,
this
I love that.
little coconut here, it's been around 50 million years, and it's a beautiful thing. This little tap has been around 2 years. So I'm really all about finding a problem. This thing is hard. This coconut is like life. Can you see me still? Okay,
Yes.
so this coconut is a representation of life. It's hard, and I even wrote it into a song. Life is a tough nut to crack, you know? So just know that everything is a challenge, and own it. Own the challenge. Own your ass kicking, basically. So
yeah, that is the problem, right? Is that it's when we think that we shouldn't be experiencing challenges, or that things shouldn't be bad, that must be something's wrong, and then we resist it, and then of course it persists. It gets harder. Instead of like life is up and down. I actually heard this was in a movie actually where one of the characters was saying about happy endings. And she said, well, every ending is a happy ending. And the person was arguing with her and said, well, how can that be? It's not true. Not every ending is a happy ending. And, you know, take this book, for instance, for that story. And she goes, oh, well, that's just where the book stopped. And it was like such an interesting idea that because it's always going up and it's always going down, just depending on where you're looking at it determines what your perception about it is. And that it's not all down and it's not all up. It's actually learning to ride the wave that brings you joy in life.
If you can let go and just ride and take the ebbs and the flows, and I say it in some of my, like, I call it Coco Wisdom Wednesday talks. You know, it's like you got to have thick skin, a short-term memory, and a positive attitude. So in anything you do, like, because things are going to get under your skin. Things are going to get to you no matter what, because we're human. And there's a lot of other crazy humans out there that push certain buttons on us some way, somehow. You just got to have thicker skin and deal. And I mean, literally, like, short-term memory too. Don't hang on to stuff. Let it go. You know? And then, and positivity doesn't hurt. I like Zig Ziglar a lot. He always says that positive motivation is like bathing. You got to do it daily. You know, like nothing lasts. You got to keep doing it. You got to practice. And everything that I've learned, it's taken practice. I've learned how to play piano when I was 16. That was hard. It's still hard. It took me 6 months to play one song, you know? And so you have hard days where you know, I was playing that piano. I hated that piano. I'd slam it and I'd be like, I am never playing you again. I'm done. And you walk away for the night and you sleep it off. And the next day you open the piano again and you hit it again until you get to that point where you can't take it. And then you know, practice. And so that's business. That's a lesson in business too. I've had a lot of projects so far. I've been in the massage business. I've been in the cattle business. I've been in money raising business. Some real estate. I sold artwork. I've sold millions of dollars of artwork. I've done a lot of things, and it's all about practice and about learning and understanding people, and nothing's going to work all the time.
So where are you doing your Coco Wisdom? Where's that happening at? I want some of that.
You want some Coco Wisdom? Well, every
I do.
Every Wednesday, I have Coco Wisdom Wednesdays, and I usually put it up on Instagram. I'm building this helicopter. 1 second. Sorry. I'm building a YouTube page out right now, so I'm going to have a lot of my content on YouTube. My Instagram is Coco Vinny, and I also have a Coco Taps for you Instagram. But just through Facebook and all the channels, I'm going to start just free, give my little Coco on stuff.
So I use martial arts a lot as a metaphor for lessons that you can take outside of the dojo, right? And you're doing the same thing with coconuts, which I love. But I really got a hit, like when you're talking about the thick skin, and I got how that's true for a coconut, right? And about that hard shell, and that it can seem like it's really hard, but it floats, and it does go with the flow. Mm-hmm. How can something so hard and float? I think that's super cool analogy, and you can use that one.
All right, I like it. Yeah, I mean, I love it. Well, and people say money doesn't grow on trees. You ever hear that saying?
Yeah. Well, in your case, it does.
Talk to me. I'll tell you how it grows on trees, baby. Like there's a lot of fun stuff that you just gotta look up. I mean, people aren't looking up; they're looking down, and they're looking for the problem, and they're finding it. Like whatever you want, whatever you seek, you will find. So if you're looking for, if you're a guy and you go out to a bar, if you're looking for a good time, you'll probably find a good time. But if you're looking for a problem, you're probably gonna get into a fight or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever you think and put your intention and energy to, you're gonna get. The universe is real simple like that. And it's been exactly that for me too. It has. Yeah. I've experienced it firsthand. You have a very powerful, we all have the power to create. And we have the power to create anything that we want to create, literally on a day-to-day basis. It's scary too, because you can create some real havoc for yourself in a New York minute.
Right? That works for the good, it works for the bad.
I saw my dad do it. I've seen self-destruct on a real-time basis. I mean, growing up in Las Vegas, I've seen self-destruct, whether it be women or drugs or alcohol or gambling or whatever it is, that eating, I mean, overworking, workaholics, like whatever it is, we have the power to choose our own world.
Okay, we're gonna get into the nitty gritty next. We're gonna take a break right now, but next I want to get into really a plan on how to start taking steps to actually overcome those kinds of obstacles, because we all have some kind of obstacle that it's time to kick ourselves over. So let's talk about that right after.
Kick up your life. We'll be right back with Master Mel right after this.
I kind of feel like I'm preaching.
Are you too busy to eat clean? Do you need to boost your energy, tone your body, and burn fat? Then it's time to treat yourself to the cleanest, high-quality protein supplement available. Introducing Whey Clean. Whey Clean is a completely natural, non-denatured and bioactive protein from the milk of grass-fed cows raised by the Amish, the old-fashioned way. No pesticides, hormones, gluten, soy, or GMOs. Want to know if your protein is clean? Read the label. How many ingredients? Are they all real? Can you even pronounce them? Whey Clean uses only 4 of the highest quality real food ingredients available and leaves out all the fillers, thickeners, additives, and sweeteners the other guys use. Don't compromise. You deserve the best. Go to cleancut.com. That's clean, KUT.com, and get yours today so that you can eat clean and live happy.
All right, welcome back. We've got Coco Vinny here, who's sharing his Coco love with us and tapping us with his Coco wisdom. And we are going to get to some real practical tips on how it is you can move away from the things that are holding you back in your life, whether it be, lack of funds or whether it be extra body weight that you're carrying, or some other kind of challenge, or even health challenge in your life, whatever it is that's holding you back, what kinds of practical steps have you got for Coco Vinny to really move from there to where it is that what have you got to say?
I really, really feel it comes down to decisions. And every time I came across something like I was 300 pounds and crap, it was a decision to say, enough. I'm ready to be healthy. I'm ready to be happy. I'm ready to be energy. I want to sleep better. I want to be better. Whatever that decision is, once you make it, the knowledge is there. The teachers will come, the right pieces, have the right tools right now, whatever your limitations are, the right tools will come. But if you make the decision and begin and just state it, write it down. I want to do an Ironman. I wrote that down, and then I called my coach and I said, I want to do the Ironman. He goes, okay, you're 300 pounds. Get your ass in the gym. And he came. I said, well, I can't wake up. He said, I'm picking you up at 4:30 in the morning. We're going to go. Pick me up. And we just go. You do it. Like whatever your decision is, make it. Make the decision. Don't make excuses. Just make a decision and follow through just consistently every day, whatever that is. Put it up. Your goal. I decided I wanted my coconuts in Whole Foods. I wrote it on my board 11 months ago. And I walked into every Whole Foods I could go into, and I asked questions, and I finally got the email to somebody, and cold call after email after being ignored after I wanted it in there, right? And then it happened. I don't know how it happened. I didn't know how. I don't know why. I didn't have excuses. It was just go. Decide and go.
Decide and then
that
go.
night thing. Just do it, right? Just do it. Just get in motion. And that's all I can say. I don't have any like super secret sauce. I mess up. I screw up. Sales calls. I make terrible mistakes. And then I write it down. I'm like, well, that could have gone a lot better, Vinny. You really screwed that up. You blew the deal or whatever. And you just write it down like, okay, I'm not going to do that again. So you learn, like you.
Yeah, it's the paralysis that when people go, so I'm not going to move. Whereas what you're saying is just decide that's what you want and then just start moving towards it, and it'll start to make sense as you're going.
Don't think.
Great people will come out of the woodwork. Well, I love that. So thank you so much for being with us, Coco. I appreciate you. I appreciate your message. And of course, and I love your coconuts. And I can't wait to be carrying them in my dojo, which I'm going to get on very, very soon.
Yes.
So so thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you for your words of wisdom. You gave us lots of good little nuggets. You're going to sing for us, aren't you?
I'm going away jingle. The Coco Taps toolkit and the coconuts, that's my product. This is my soul. And so,
okay,
guys, this is the Coco Taps jingle. You ready?
I am.
Life can be a tough nut to crack. Coco Taps will get you right on track. Great taste, less waste too. Coconut water just flows right through, and it's gotta be fresh, right from the tree. Fresher than fresh is the best way to be. No mess, no stress too. You gotta tap your thirst. Coco dreams come true. Coco Taps. So, Coco Mel, you keep kicking it up, and I'm sorry we've had some connectivity issues. I really, it's one of them things. We just got to deal with it. So,
hey, someday when I have my own studio, I'll have you back. We'll have some
all right,
fun.
that sounds great.
I want to be one of your backup singers.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thanks for being with us. And thanks everybody for joining us today here with Coco Vinny. I hope you got some good nuggets. I sure did. And make sure to to subscribe on my website, mastermel.com, for my newsletter, and of course on YouTube for interviews that I do with lots of people, as well as some, I love to make good food, and I got all that stuff there too. So please make sure you subscribe, and follow Coco Vinny as well, and Coco Taps on social media, Facebook and Instagram. Thanks a lot. Take care.
Thanks for listening to Kick Up Your Life with Master Mel. Each week, learn how to optimize your business and your life with Master Melodee Meyer as she speaks with thought leaders, athletes, entrepreneurs, and high achievers to discover their secrets of success. Kick Up Your Life with Master Mel every week right here on Radio Star Worldwide.